Hello, everyone. This time, we took a trip to Sharm El Sheikh in Egypt, and we stayed for 7 days at Domina Coral Bay Resort. To start with, we were there in late February, and while the weather was kind of chilly for that period during our stay, you can expect around 20 to 25 degrees Celsius during the day and all sunshine. Now let's dive into reviewing the resort. It's a big resort, and when I mean big, I mean it's around 1 million square meters in size. It's like a mini city on the red seashore. This is the reception area you are viewing now, but the resort has 6 hotels and each one has their own reception. We stayed at Elisir Hotel, which also had a spa. Our travel package was all-inclusive plus. We got free entrance to one of the a la carte restaurants and a Cleopatra diner, which we later found out it was in the desert. I'm going to fast forward the ride from the reception to the hotel, just so you can see the size of it. The main reception is somewhere in the middle, and Elisir Hotel is in one of the sides of the resort. You had these bus stops at every location, and they came and went every few minutes. In the first part of the video, I'm going to show you the room, food menu, the a la carte restaurant we dined, and Cleopatra dinner. Then I'm just going to fast forward so you can see all the resort by foot, walking along the shoreline. We arrived at night, so that's why the room is kind of blurry. I also forgot to clean the camera lenses. You had a walk-in closet to your left, the bathroom on your right, and 2 large beds. We were a couple, but we still got 2 beds, which would fit 1 person, not 2 for sleeping. What confused me was the window between the bedroom and bathroom, but I guess some like it with a twist. TV was all Italian channels, a couple of programs in Russian and Arabic, but as Domina is an Italian-owned hotel chain, it made sense. The resort has 3 restaurants where you can eat for free, if you have all-inclusive. Il Giardino, Coral, and Spices. They are placed strategically in the resort, one near our hotel, Coral in the center, and Spices on the other side. They serve the same main food dishes, with some varieties, depending on the size of the restaurant. This is Il Giardino, where we ate for a few days. The restaurant is pretty nice. The exterior is great, and there's sufficient room both inside and outside. Breakfast was always the same servings, but lunch and dinner always had a twist. For breakfast, you would have falafel, cheese, boiled eggs, omelet, rice with milk, raw vegetables, toast, jams, honey, pancakes, cereals, and other basic breakfast food. It was okay, but I wished for a bit of variety. Lunch and dinner were always a pleasant surprise. Food tasted amazing and we never had anything to complain about. We found that coral was the best, as it was bigger and could fit a larger variety of food. The downside was it had no terrace. You could only eat inside. As you can also see in the video, coral is much larger in size and there are more food types. They have a vegan corner, but it was not always vegan. You would also find some meat there sometimes, maybe by mistake. We dined there a few times during our stay as we loved the food. Desserts had a fine taste and drinks were nothing to complain about. Outside, they usually grilled something and the scent was always mesmerizing. Coral Restaurant is located at the shop zone of the resort. After you had dinner or lunch, you could stop by and shop for souvenirs. But we found that most of the shops sold fake overpriced goods, so we only bought an Egyptian oil perfume. No price is on display. If you like to bargain, then please do. Price can be lowered to even half of their first asking price. There's also a terrace there, which plays live music in the evening if you fancy that. As for the Spices restaurant, we just walked by it but never dined, since it was on the other end of the resort. We tried steak at the steakhouse. For this, you need to make a reservation at the reception, or you can use the Domina mobile app. We booked dinner as we had a free reservation included. If you don't have that included in your package, then you can pay for your dinner, but it's a bit pricey. I have to say, the steak was perfectly served. Ordered medium rare, and it was one of the finest meals I had there. Dessert was creme brulee and ice cream. We also tasted the local red wine, but that was nothing to brag about. Overall, the experience was great. Food was delicious and the staff knowledgeable. Every Thursday night, there would be Cleopatra dinner night. They hop you in a coach bus and you are left in the desert at night. We were 7 buses heading to the location. When we stepped out, there was a path lit by torches of fire that would guide you to the dinner spot. There, you would find an acting stage for the story of Cleopatra, with buildings, entertainers, and just everything that was needed. The story was audio, they had speakers placed around the area, and the sound was perfect. Food was great again, and at the end, the master chef of Domina came to every table to ask for feedback. Every table applauded him. We had no idea what it was about, and we did think about skipping it entirely as we thought it was just another tourist trap. But Domina Resort exceeded our expectations yet again. We had this experience included in our stay, but if you book it separately, it would be 40 euros per adult and half the price for kids. I can tell you it's well worth it. All in all, the experience at Domina exceeded our expectations. Although we didn't get to try everything this resort has to offer, I can personally say that it deserves its 5 stars. We didn't take part in any activities as they were far away from our hotel, and I'm a comfortable person. But if you're the active type, there are many things you can do, from yoga in the morning, fitness, volleyball, and diving, to parties at night or romantic dinners. Be sure to have your wallet stacked up, as you can easily get caught by the wave of the Red Sea. Leaving you now to enjoy a fast-forward walk of the shoreline. See you on our next adventure. And don't forget to ask any questions you might have down below.